Hello everyone, welcome back for the second class on production in a factory, a paper mill. Now, as we have learned in the last class, how the paper is made, what is the importance of it, what are the raw materials that are used for that, etc. Now, let's see what we learn in this period plan. So it's a seventh class textbook, Social Studies, Telangana State Syllabus. So the content. Now, what we'll be learning today? I have already discussed that in the previous class. We will be studying about how to make, what is the process for paper making, and then you will be studying about different machines that are used in the process. We will also go through a small video of the lesson showing us how paper is being made, and then we will learn how the workers work in batches and also the shift system that they have followed, and then how the selling is done for the paper. So let's begin the class with a quite small discussion about the previous class, what we have learned. So we have learned about the importance of paper, raw material used. I hope you remember it's wood, the main ingredient, we can say. And what is the use to make paper mills and the supply of material, how do we get, and also a video on a visit to paper mill. So we'll see the stages. Before we go to the stages, we have also seen inside the factory, cranes are there for lifting the woods. Which are placed in an iron platform. Therefore, through the belt, it is taken to the wood cutting machines. So that is the first process. That is when the lorries enter the gate, and then those wood are lifted by the cranes which are there in the factory, not by humans. So and that cranes put down in a belt where it goes through the cutting machines, and then there are separate sections for each process of paper making, that is. Now, first stage will be chipping machine. What do you understand by chipping machine? That means once the wood is sent in order to cut, it is being chopped, right? So it can be smaller particles or larger particles. You can see the chipping machine here. Yeah. Now let's see the stages as well. Chipping is the first stage where the wood is cut into pieces in 30 minutes, it seems. So in 30 minutes, wood is being cut. So that's how the machine is. So they require 15 to 20 workers in that section. And then the chips are separated according to the size. Yeah. If the chips are big, they are cut again into smaller size. So let's say now if there is a loads of lorry, that means as it is being working 24 hours and in 30 minutes wood is being cut, that means it takes so many trees to be cut in 24 hours in order to run a paper mill. That's really sad. So next stage will be making of wood pulp. So once the wood is cut into small pieces, yeah, chipping is being done. Now the wood is sent into a different department, yeah, for the next stage. The small wood chips are sent to the fiber line section. The fiber line section where the chips are being boiled with some chemicals in large vessels. In this process, the wood, that is the wood chips, are turned into pulp like cotton fibers. It's being turned into, and then in order to make the paper white, yeah, in order to do that whitening, the whitening of the paper, chemicals are being used, and then it becomes creamy. The pulp, after using chemicals, it becomes creamy. So the liquid pulp is in like milky white color and without any dust particles. That means what are the second stage, only all the dust particles are being removed. Yes. And next, let's see the wool pulp machine image. See how you can see this? Yeah, how the pulp is coming out. This is the machine that is being used. There are so many cylinders as well. Okay, now let's go to the next stage, spreading the pulp. Now, the liquid pulp is spread on screens over the cylinder. Why? So that it is evenly spread, and the length, width, and thickness of the paper is set at the stage. At this particular stage, that is the third stage, that is spreading of the pulp, the thickness, length and the paper size is being set. So this is the important stage where water is drained so that the pulp gets dried up due to heat. So whatever excess water is there in it is being dried. So the next pulp forwarded to conveyor belt. Conveyor belt, I will be showing you the image as well. I'll show you the spreading machine also. So the third stage is done. The next, it will be going through another process. See, this is conveyor belt image. This is how it looks. If you have visited an airport, you could have seen when you go try to collect your luggage, it's moving on the belt. That's called the conveyor belt. And now this is the spreadsheet. So do you see how evenly it is being spread? Because this is where the length, the width and the breadth are being taken into consideration, how much the size is supposed to be of the paper and the thickness as well. Now the next stage will be drying and rolling machine. So pressing, drying and rolling. Pressing is being done. These are the machines. This is a drying machine, and this is the rolling machine. So you see the roller there. Yeah. So what does it do? Let's take a look at it. The drying pulp is pressed by rollers to smoothen it. So the pressing comes into picture when it is being dried. The pulp is being dried by the rollers. Once the pulp dries up completely, we see the sheet of paper which is rolled up. So that's when rolling comes into picture. So if you see, this is the pressing machine. Now the next process is cutting. Now the paper has to be cut in different sizes, right? We have different sizes in the market. I hope you know it. We do use A4 size. Yes, we are students, but they are A3, A5, A2. These sizes are also available, and we have seen chart papers as well. So they are bigger in size, and thickness depends upon the thickness as well. So the cutting has to be done accordingly. So what does cutting takes? The paper is cut into cutting machines according to the size that is required. Okay, and the papers are made into rolls and sheets as well. So you have seen rolls, right? When you want to cover the book, right, with the sheet, what you'll get it in rolls. If you want to buy a chart, it is a sheet. Yes. So it is packed and sent to godowns. Yeah. The production work takes place continuously in all the sections simultaneously. That means 24/7 the factory is being working. Okay. So the production keeps on going. Once one batch is finished, the second batch is going on coming. You can see the images. Paper cutting machine. This is the A4 size. Now, what is a batch number? The paper in the form of rolls and sheets are preserved in godowns, right? So each roll those are preserved is labeled with a batch number. So ideally, when does this batch numbers given? The moment the lorry enters with the load into the factory, that's when the batch number is given to that particular load which is bought by the lorry. The entire load is given certain batch number, and these batch numbers are sent to different sections, one after the other. So the raw material of one batch would be processed together. It is not processed separately. Each stage is the same process. Let's take an example which is being given in the textbook. That is, see, if a particular batch number is given as 201, okay, and it's being cut into small pieces simultaneously, and the previous batch is 200, which is there already in the section and is being made, and then ideally the section wise it goes. So to now 201, the cutting is being done. For 200, the previous batch 200, the pulping is going on. Let's say the other batch 199, it's in the spreading section. So soon as 201 is cut into pieces, the batch number, it would be sent to the next section. Okay, and then the next batch, that is 202, would come in for getting the wood will be bought in order to be cut into pieces. That is how the batch number works. That is what is called batch. So we give a batch number, the factories give a batch number to every load that is bought by the lorries into the factory. So, what does this batch system allows? It allows a factory to produce continuously throughout the day. It also, and in this way, the managers are also able to keep a tab if there is any kind of mistake happening. They will be able to check because there is a batch number given. So there will not be any kind of problems, or they will not face any problems in this. I've told you what is a batch number. See, if there is any problem, manager will be able to trace it with that particular batch. Now, working hours and shift. How does the shifts run in this particular factory, paper factory especially? As we have already learned that it runs 24 by 7. That means 24 by 7 people have to be available in order to run the production of the factory. So the workers work in 3 different shifts. They work for 8 hours, 3 different shifts, A, B and C. The shifts are divided into A, B and C, and each shift is like from there are 800 to 900 workers at work. And the first shift, the A shift, starts from morning 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and the second shift, that is B shift, starts from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and the C starts from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. So 8 hours of shift, each shift works. So especially now, people who are working in night, do they get special allowance? Yes, they do have special allowance given to them because they are working in nights. Okay, we can go through this next. So they do get special allowance, and workers can change shift every week. So the person who is working in A will go to B shift, the person who is working in B will move to C will come to A. That's how the shifting happens every week. So in a week, after 7 days, it's being changed. So there is also a general shift timing from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the administrative staff. Administrative staff is nothing but the staff which is available who takes care of the production, like accounting, who does the accounting business, who deals with the trading and sales, yeah, of the products, and who manages the accounts and also the salaries issues, etc., and also the welfare of the uh, factory workers. Now, how does the selling works here? Selling of paper. So how do they do it? See, ideally, directly from factories, it cannot go to shops, right? So for a farmer as well, he doesn't sell directly. It goes from a third party. Yeah. So in different cities, market depots are available. That means they have kept their depots at different cities in order to sell. Now, from India, we also export it, right, to other countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Malaysia, Singapore, Nigeria, and South Africa. So these are the basic other countries which gets where from India the paper gets exported. Now, through this depots, paper is sold. That means, so there is a third party again into picture here. Through railways and roadways, the transportation of paper is being done from mills. So this is how the selling of paper happens. Now let's see a small video on how the paper is made. You'll be able to see what are the different stages that it goes through, and you can also watch a very patiently the person is showing you how the processing being done, how the pulp is, what is a cotton once the pulping is done, how it is, how the image is. Everything is being very neatly shown in this paper making video, and it's been explained as well. As we go through the video, you'll be able to understand how the paper mill works. I hope you liked the video. We have a quick a home assignment for us. I would like you to prepare a flowchart showing the paper making process. The five, is it five? Yes, the five different process in making a paper. I would like you to make a flowchart about it. Thank you so much. We have referred the textbook that is being given by Telangana state government. Thank you to them. And then we have got the pictures from the internet. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next class where we'll be discussing about the other remaining parts in the lesson. That is how the workers work in the paper mill, and what are the different occupations or people available there. And apart from that, we will also be learning who owns the paper mills, and then we will also be learning what are the disadvantages as well about the paper mills. Hope you enjoy the lesson. Take care. Have a good day.